Clifford Branch Jr. was born August 1st, 1948 in Houston, Texas. Branch attended college at the University of Colorado Boulder, where he was a sprinter on the track team and a receiver on the football team. In football with the Buffaloes in 1970, he caught 23 passes for 355 yards, had 22 carries for 119 yards, and 1 touchdown. In 1971, he had 13 catches for 330 yards and 3 touchdowns, along with 9 carries for 235 yards and 4 touchdowns. In track, Branch set an NCAA championships meet record in the 100 meters with a time of 10.0 seconds at the 1972 NCAA Championships semifinal in Eugene, Oregon. Branch placed 5th in the final with 10.1 seconds, and he said, "My goal has always been to win the NCAA 100-meter championship. This is my last track meet since I expect to sign a pro contract with the Oakland Raiders within the next 2 weeks." He also posted a personal best of 20.5 seconds in the 200 meters. He graduated from Colorado in 1972. Branch was selected in the 4th round of the 1972 NFL Draft with the 98th overall pick by the Oakland Raiders. He spent his entire 14-year NFL career with the Oakland/Los Angeles Raiders, winning 3 Super Bowl rings in Super Bowl 11, Super Bowl 15, and Super Bowl 18. Branch had a slow start to his career as his 1972 season consisted of 1 start in 14 games with 3 combined catches for 41 yards. 1973 was slightly better as he caught 19 catches for 290 yards in total for 3 touchdowns. In the October 14th game against the San Diego Chargers, he caught his first touchdown pass, doing so on a pass from Ken Stabler in the 27-17 win. His 3rd season proved his moment. He caught 60 passes for 13 touchdowns and 1,092 yards. The former 2 were career highs. He went to the Pro Bowl while also being named First Team All-Pro, owing to him leading the league in yards, touchdowns, and yards per game as a receiver. In the postseason, he had his best game for the AFC Championship, where he caught 9 passes for 186 yards and a touchdown, but the Raiders lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers 24-13. In his 22 games as a receiver in the postseason, it was the first of 3 100-yard games, and it was the most catches he had in said game. Branch would have a 4-year peak that resulted in Pro Bowls, 4, and All-Pro selections, 3, with the 1976 season resulting in a career-high 1,111 yards to go with 12 touchdowns on 46 catches. That year, the Raiders won their first championship, and Branch caught 9 combined passes in 3 games for under 50 yards each, but they still prevailed in the Super Bowl regardless. In this final season of play with the Raiders in 1985, his season ended prematurely when he was placed on the injured reserve list. In 1986, he again landed on the reserve list after suffering a pulled hamstring during the preseason. After having caught 212 passes for 3,967 yards and 43 touchdowns in his first 6 years, Branch played the remaining 8 seasons with a steady but eventual decline. He caught at least 27 passes in 7 of those years for at least 400 yards, with the 1980 season, 44 catches, 858 yards, and 7 touchdowns being his last hit year. On October 2nd, 1983, Branch caught the longest pass by a Raider as he caught a 99-yard pass from Jim Plunkett in the second quarter versus the Washington Redskins. It was his only catch in the 37-35 loss, but he remains the only Raider to catch a 99-yard pass. He He had his last gasp of playoff play with the 1983 matchup against Pittsburgh, where he caught 6 passes for 76 yards in the 38-10 win. Branch did not make any catches in his true last playoff game, a 13-7 loss to Seattle on December 22nd. Branch finished his NFL career with 501 receptions for 8,685 yards and 67 touchdowns. In 20 playoff contests, he compiled 73 receptions for 1,289 yards, an average of 17.7 yards per catch, and 5 touchdowns. He held the NFL career playoff record for receptions and receiving yards. He held the NFL career playoff records for receptions and receiving yards, which stood until they were broken by Jerry Rice in 1993 and 1994, respectively, while with the San Francisco 49ers. Among his individual accolades were being selected to 4 consecutive Pro Bowl teams, 1974, 1975, 1976, and 1977, and 3 times being selected as a first-team All-Pro in 1974, 1975, and 1976. In addition, he led the NFL in receiving yards once in 1974 and receiving touchdowns twice in 1974 and 1976.